Starting to top out, maybe. Guess I will figure that out later. Just going to be waiting for consumer sentiment at this point. Morning, Deontay. Also, good morning, everybody in the Google. Morning. Austin, Casey, Crystal, David, Donald, Mikey, Jake, Mario, Mike, Nick, Rodney, Fraser, good morning. Spy Hunter, and Taylor. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. Stuff yourselves tomorrow. And Friday, for that matter. How was NVIDIA earnings? I'm guessing volume will be be low in a little bit. And on Friday, yeah, I'm expecting today to be pretty low. Obviously we've already moved a good chunk, on the back of NVIDIA earnings, but yeah, I'm definitely expecting some sort of chop after. So, I've already scalped a little bit of profit on that way up. I think I grabbed, let me see, like 15 points total, just in and out. Actually, it was 2 trades, so like 7 points each. But just want to be mindful. It's like 10 minutes left here. I'm gonna give a try here, 25.50, just for fun. It's a tight one. Taking some here at 10 points. Stop loss break even, hard break even. 2-1-2 down on the 5 minute. 10 point stop because it's very counter trend. Looking for 2R here, hopefully. I already grabbed 10 points. Yeah, I'm taking a little bit more at 15. Probably going to go all out at 20. No, I'm not. There's 20 though. 2R. What's up, Nick? There's 4R. Oh boy, there's 5R. Wish I would have held more. All right, next trim 70 points. I'm expecting this fair value gap to hold though. Fat candle. You're good. You're good. No worries at all. Do you trade on TradingView, Nick? Oh, I got you. Yeah, I tried that a while ago and always found that it lags by a couple seconds, so it's like impossible to scalp on. But I haven't given it a try since. 15-minute 2-down candle. Target is 7R. I'm going to add a little bit under 61, I think. Coming up on, what is this, VWAP? One more minute until new 5-minute candle. Coming up on 70 points. Just barely missed that. Adding a little bit here. 7R. Next trim's at 10. See what we get here. Taking a little bit more off here at 40. What was my fill? 41.25. So I added under that 61 in this area for that breakout, and that yielded 20 points. So got to trim off that. Right now we're at some 5-minute sell side liquidity. 15-minute fair value gap, 5-minute fair value gap. Up over 70 points right now. Crystal, my trade wouldn't go through. SMH, something going on with trading. Oh yeah, Nick said that same thing. Oh yeah, and it did end up going through. Mario said, of course, this is the time that when I start legging in one micro at a time with no chance to add in on that move. Good practice for adding in while flushing. Yeah. Yep. Good practice for adding while flushing for sure. Not scared of this retracing even up into the 80s. All right, risk-free for this 10 a.m. news. Yeah, I am going to hold through news. I'm up 70 points. Very much in partials right now. So, no reason to hold off. I literally have just a few micros left to trim at 100% or 100 points. That's it. Or the equivalent of a few micros. Let me see here. Yeah, really good morning this morning so far. Ten seconds for news. Hard break even, and I do have a TP at, or a limit order at 10R, or 100 points to trim a couple. I'll hold one partial past. All right. Let's see. 61.3 was the sentiment. 61 was forecast. Higher than expected is good for currency, so lower than expected is not good for currency. Maybe we should go short here. Grabbing some options short as well. Spying cues. There's 100 points, holding one left. Ooh, is that a lick grab? Got Q trims at 0.50. Q trims 0.50. SPY 0.77. Okay, stop loss break even on those. Looking at Apple and AMD. Amazon looks like a failed 2 right now, so not interested there. Microsoft had a gap up. Tesla looks bloody as always. Yeah, always. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and your confirmation, I don't see the hourly gap here. I'm sure there is one left, like way left probably. Let me see so I can give you what is my trading view doing? Oh, here it is. I think I got it here. Does it go all the way up to, well, so I got that one. Pretty much this whole area, because this is going to be an order block, right? So I'd say yeah, for me, I can't I cannot jump in on a fair value gap. That's just I can't trust a fair value gap enough to do that. I don't see a hourly fair value gap. I see an hourly order block. The Yeah, so the hourly order block for sure. How I personally like to play is I like to see a rejection set up after it rejects inside. So after we got up in here and rejected, I'd be looking short. This is where my lesson was. Where's price going? How's it going to get there? So if we've stalled out, which we definitely have, right? If I look at the daily chart here, we stalled out yesterday, we stalled out Monday, and we're probably stalling out today. So where's price going to go if we've stalled out? Well, this fair value gap down here, how's it going to get there? It's probably going to reject up here one more time and go down. So my target is actually 200, 300 points away. But for me and how my mind works, I like to see a rejection. I like to see a setup after a rejection. That way I'm not the first one in the trade. You know what I mean? Oh, is that the fair value gap you're showing me? What date is that? Sorry, YouTube. I forgot to unmute desktop so you can't hear him. Wednesday, what? August 19th? Of what month? There's 12 of them. July 19th. Okay. Oh yeah, I didn't even look back here. Mm-hmm. Wait, this was today? Wait, I must be on the wrong one. Oh, are you? Is it July 19th, 2022? I think it is. No, it's not. But because the gap is, but the gap is below where price is today. Um, if you're looking for gaps, it'd be in 2022. Gaps above. Trim's at 0.81 on SPY. Oh, you're looking at Z. So they don't. I'm almost certain that they don't change. So like NQ1, I am almost certain that it kind of, you know how different contracts have different starting prices. I'm pretty sure that NQ1 um, is the it's yeah. Yeah, I'm almost certain of that. I don't ever chart on anything but NQ1. Yeah. Well, you kind of you got lucky because there's an order block. I don't even know if I'd say lucky, but yeah, you could have also seen if you look at the 15, you could have just shorted off of that as soon as we crossed over. Been looking for a short opportunity. As soon as we crossed over Monday overnight highs. Man, why does look at this? Look at this. We were down here all day yesterday after open. Ugh. Counting my blessings that I've pulled out some profit this week. KK, can you make a full-time living off trading 50K top step account? Off just one, it would be, I don't know, kind of, I mean, possible, but difficult. You know, you got to think about your daily goal compared to your daily loss limit. So your daily loss limit on a 50K is 1,000, I believe. So you're risking probably 250 a trade. So you got to make 2 winners a day, $500, and that gets you, after you get your 30 winning days, you'll be able to withdraw 90%. So pretty close to 100 grand a year, but Yes. Yes. All right, stalling out here. Hopping out of options here. They're just getting theta decayed. Just going to close this last micro. It's kind of just sitting here anyway. And I don't know if we're going to go much lower just because of this reaction off that 5 and 15 minute gap. So futures are all flat now. Two 100 pointers this week. Space said Tesla looking good for calls. What about this red chart makes you think that it's good for calls? Gotta play the trend, my friend. The trend is your friend. If you try to play a call right now, you are catching a falling knife. Is the market going to be open tomorrow? Nope. Nope. Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, and then Friday's going to be an abbreviated day, so not a good day to trade either. 1 o'clock. Gotcha. Yeah, as soon as I closed out, I need to close this. Oh, Space said 1 month expiration. Sorry, Space. I thought you were talking a day trade. I don't even know. I haven't ever looked for swings and such. Yeah, even on swings, daily's an outside candle right now. I'd expect Friday to probably continue down, and then maybe look long at 227 or so. That'd be my entry. Nothing really before that though. Might be looking long here on NQ now. Liquidity sweep here on the 1. Yeah, I'm definitely not looking short anymore. And the video Bolani. Deontay Gray, how can I reach you? Everybody page is locked. Wait, what? Everybody page is locked, or are you private? I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know what you mean. You can shoot me a DM if you need to reach out. The DM on Discord. If you have questions about a trade or something like that. Change character there on the 1 minute. Andres, you do live every day? I do. Yep. I do live on here. I think there's like a 40-second delay. Something like that. Whatever YouTube puts in. So. And then I live stream with no delay elsewhere. Would like to see this go back into this 1 minute fair value gap. Maybe even 5 minute, but here's a little bit of a retrace. Expecting this to be respected and then maybe going long. If it doesn't, then this is just a deep retrace to go short again. That's all. I'm going to risk it going long in Q. Might psych myself out of this. We'll see. Taking some off here, 75. Stops break even. Just not a fan of how many fair value gaps are above us, but if I can squeeze $1 out of this, I'll be a pretty happy guy. Sitting right at 20 points. I have a 20-point trim there. And just got filled. Did I say long or short? Shoot me. Okay, I did say long. It's funny how the whole alert can change if I say the wrong word. I'll probably close this fully if it goes below that inside bar low. Andrew said, nice, thanks. I'll be here from now on. I love futures. We also love futures, but I also trade options and swing trade and day trade those as well. I dabble in forex, but futures is kind of where I've specialized, quote unquote. Huey, let's go. That was a great moment for me. I saw a textbook set up for my trade plan, and I took it. Not even a minute or two later, Jesse gives me confluence. Great teachings, Jesse. I'm starting to get somewhere. Love to hear it, man. Love to hear it. You probably got in right here on this ICT setup. And I'm too scared to enter on fair value gaps. I don't know if I see it as a, I think obviously you get a better fill than I do, but I'd rather live longer and have less heart issues. Slowly chopping up to 2R. All right, there's 40 points. Feel like I'm starting to wonder if I should start heading out. is this more of an ICT setup with the fair value gap projection? Indeed, and then also a 1 minute failed to, and then I got in, I think, just right before this break of structure. So it could have gone like this, but obviously it didn't. I was expecting it to break through the structure, because it probably got the liquidity it needed down here at this fair value gap to break through that second fair value gap. So now we're rejecting off of this other a 5 minute fair value gap, 1 minute fair value gap, and that's probably all the juice it needed to. I would guess it's probably going to end up short for the day, but I've gone 2 for 2 today with a huge win. So I feel like Mario said, feel like I. Whoa, let me got up. So that 15-minute failed to your entry. No, it also, extra confluence could have been, and then your for the strat, your PT was 73.25 or so, 74. I feel like I'm starting to get the full picture and retaining a little. How long do you think it takes to properly train yourself and establish a good trading plan based on strat? Thanks for all the help and knowledge. For someone to go from 0 to funded, which is the what I try to teach, I would say it takes at least 7 months or so to go from knowing nothing to having sustainability by yourself. And honestly, most of that is just time watching the charts. If you don't have any time to watch the chart, it might take you a little longer. If you have nothing but time to stare at charts for several hours a day, then it might take you a little bit shorter. But you also have to have time in the market to trade or demo trade is what I recommend. So I would say anywhere from half a year to a year. It just depends also how you learn. If I can't do as much hand holding. I'm in lots of servers, including where I teach, and I just can't hand hold everyone. So if you need hand holding, it might take you a little longer for me to get messages to you and all that stuff. But if you're an independent trader and thinker, then you might be able to do all the back testing and then come to me with your result, and then I'm able to look and you quote unquote need me less, but you still have access to me, you know what I mean? So it just all depends on how you learn, and how much time you're going to put into it. If there's one thing that trading has taught me as a life lesson, and even a short stint of being a firefighter, there's no shortcut to hard work. You can't there's no shortcut in this. You can't just see everything or be told everything, or you just got to put in the work. There's no substitute for that. So it's all on everybody's timetable. Lots and lots of people learn the hard way too. That's where most of my trading rules come from. Learning the hard way. There's a reason I don't trade news anymore. Too many blown accounts. Zach said, you catch that whole morning short. Very nice looking trade there. I did. Caught 100 points there and 20 points back, or 40 points back up to our. Very good morning this morning. Mandy said, I'm learning the hard way some days. Yeah, and there's nothing real, there's nothing wrong with that. As long as you stick to it, you see the light at the end of the tunnel and keep going, then there's no problem. Just, it can get frustrating. Alvin, what ICT setup do you normally use? I just use the normal break structure for value gap. This is pretty textbook. Liquidity sweep, changed character, left fair value gap, came back, tested it, boom. But I mostly just use fair value gaps in general. 2R means second round. No, 2R means 2 times my risk. So if my risk here was 20 points and I went up 40 points, so I got 2 times my risk in return. Mandy said, I feel like it's right there. The light I want to taste. Well, that means that you at least have had some taste of success. It's really hard to keep wanting to do this when you have more taste of failure than success. And if you're anything like me, the failures hurt more than the success. I only have 5 losing days on my year this year. And those days hurt more than maybe all the other days combined. When I have a losing day, that hurts more than a whole month of winning days. On your 100-point scale, 100-point trade with scaling, what's your total point capture? If I didn't add, it was probably between 50 and 70. But because I added, it was pretty close to 100. Let me think. No, it was, I'm trying to do the math with my captured profit. It was pretty close to 70. Expo 5 days, you were a goat. Well, that's 5 red days. Alerts probably had more than 5 red days, but I scalp my way out of red days somewhat frequently. Not like once a week, but if I'm red after the morning session, I will come back and trade the afternoon just to not be red. Which probably not the best idea, but you should never ever trade ever trade because of P&L. All right, closing this futures trade. Probably going to be inching out of here. Alrighty, I'm all flat across the board, so gonna call it there for an early Thanksgiving. Two big wins today. 2R, and then obviously 100 points. Even captured some on the options account. So gonna take my wins and head out. So I hope you guys have a very happy Thanksgiving. If you're not spending it with family, at least you'll get to watch some football and hopefully eat a good meal. And yeah, so I will not be here Friday. Friday is an abbreviated day. I don't expect much movement. And honestly, me being able to check out for the weekend is going to be nice. Plus, I also don't trade Fridays. So I will not be here Friday. I will be here Monday. And I'll see you all there. So I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. Stay off the charts if you plan to not trade. Because I know how tempting it is when you're good at trading and can seemingly take money at any time. It's hard to step away. So enjoy your time off. I'll see y'all here Monday. Have a great weekend, guys. See ya.